What's the secret to perfectly green vegetables? Believe it or not, the answer's in your freezer. Find out what it is next on Urban Kitchen Revolution. Hi, welcome back to Urban Kitchen Revolution. I'm Chef James Hudson. Today we're going to dive into green vegetable cookery and how to get that nice, vibrant green color. And believe it or not, the secret to that is a technique that we call blanch and shock. And really all we're going to be doing is taking, in this case, some green beans that we had already snipped both ends on, throwing them into some heavily salted boiling water, and then, believe it or not, actually stopping that cooking process with an ice water bath so that we can come back to them later and cook them and reheat them just before service. So, without any further ado, let's kind of jump into this. What do you say? All right, so we're back over to the stove now. What we're going to do is, we've got a pot of rapidly boiling water here. Like I said before, we're going to take the kosher salt. I'm going to do about 8 or 10 pinches, because like I said, we want this to be like the consistency of the ocean. And we want a nice rolling boil. And with green vegetables, you want a pretty hefty amount of water. I would even probably go with a little bit more water than this if we weren't already at a nice rolling boil. The more water you have, the quicker it'll come back to a boil once we add our vegetables. So let's go ahead and add our green beans. And we are going to throw those in, give them a quick stir, put this lid back on to retain some heat. So it'll come back up to a boil, like we said, as quickly as possible. And now we're just going to let this go for about 2 or 3 minutes. And we're almost to a boil, I think. Yep, it's coming up very closely. Like I said, you want the water to be as hot as humanly possible and come up to temperature as hot as humanly possible. Obviously, you can't go any higher than 212 or 100 degrees Celsius unless you have a pressure cooker, but that's a whole different episode. So, just rapidly boiling water in the vegetables go for about 3 minutes, and then we're going to put them in the ice water to kind of stop the cooking process and seal that up, and there we go again. See, we're already back at a boil. Getting back to the ice here, we're going to put that into the ice in about 2 more minutes, and that is going to stop the cooking process and lock in that color. So, as you can see here already, we're getting that deep green. It's starting to bend a little bit. Still needs about another minute or so. We really, really, really do not want to overcook these green beans, or any green vegetable for that matter. I'm sure everyone has fallen into or had the unfortunate happenstance of coming to a dinner or going to a restaurant and seeing these flaccid army green vegetables. They're just not appealing. They don't taste that good. This is just so much, it's just so easy. It's such an easy fix to do and really will up your game so quickly. So we're still rapidly boiling water. The salt will actually help to pre-season the vegetables a little bit. And we're just going to the doneness that you like. I like mine still a little crispy on the out, and the inside, a little bit of crunch or al dente. Some people like to go them, like them cooked a little bit longer. Actually, almost even to mush. You really can't get that dark green, but you can fully cook these vegetables and still get that nice green finish as long as you hit them in the water bath. So, to me, these are done. You can see right there how it's bending both ways now. It's bending it all the way around in a U without snapping. That's a done deal. I'm going to turn the oven off, and I've got the ice right here, all ready to go. We're just going to transfer them over. Again, you want a lot of ice and a lot of water so that these cool down as quickly as humanly possible. And there we go. Just going to give those a good stir. And we'll go back to the other side and plate these up and show you what we're talking about. All right, we're back. Just done blanching the vegetables. We've shocked them in the ice water. We're just going to take them out. They've had a chance to really cool down. As you can see, the ice is almost completely melted. We're just going to give them a quick shake. Put them on a paper towel to kind of let them dry out, because you really don't want wet green beans if you can avoid it. And as you can see here, we've got super nice, vibrant green beans, fully cooked, as green if not greener than when they were raw. Still got a little bit of tooth left to them. If you wanted to serve these cold, like say for instance in a green bean salad, these are ready to go, just chop the size you want. For sauteing, literally all you would have to do is take these chilled green beans, heat some oil in a saute pan, give them a quick flash to reheat, season them with salt, pepper, whatever herbs, say like fresh thyme that you wanted, or sprinkle them a little bit of toasted almond, for instance, and you've got an amazing side dish. And this really transfers to all of your green vegetables. This is the exact same thing you would do for asparagus, say for instance, or haricots verts, which are basically just, you know, skinny, fancy French green beans. Even if you were doing Brussels sprouts, for instance, you would do the exact same methodology. And that's really it. That is blanching and shocking, and that is green beans. And that's really the end of our episode today. So I would like to thank you again for coming and joining me in this little adventure. As always, you can check me out on the web at urbankitchenrevolution.com, where you can find recipes for everything we've done both here today and going back, as well as product guides, general musings, episode guides as well, going back all the way to the very beginning of this little adventure. I'm also available on Twitter at JamesHudsonUKR, as well as on Facebook at Urban Kitchen Revolution. Again, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Next episode, we're going to dive into root vegetables through the cooking of carrots. So don't forget to come join us, and I'll see you on the next episode. Until then, keep cooking, join the revolution, and have a great day. Bye.